So I remember it was like around December 12th, 13th, I would say. It was like a Saturday or a Sunday, early morning. Like right about now, like 12:54 a.m. or something like that. It's 1, 2, 3. Funny enough, my mom sent me a video of how God possibly, or how God wakes us up at 3 in the morning for something. I forgot to finish watching it because I really was interested, because I do wake up a lot at 3 in the morning. But I woke up really early in the morning with like dull chest pain. The chest pain was like dun, 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 and I could feel it from my back too. But I just didn't think of it as much. Of course it hurted, and I couldn't, like, I woke up and I was like sitting down because I felt like nauseous. I felt like GERD and stuff, and I was just like, what's going on with me? Is this my time? Is this because I've been eating unhealthy? Is God punishing me for being a raging homosexual? I think it's that. But no. I tried drinking water, didn't really help, made the pain worse actually. Which is weird because you think that water will solve all your problems, but in a situation where it's like a do or die situation where you're like feeling kind of ill or whatever, you think you'd feel better, right? Not even tea helped. A little bit. Tea helped a little bit. It'll help soften the pain. Not soften it, but like, you know. Speaking of the pain, I think I'm manifesting another pain. Ooh, calm down, sister. And so, getting back to it, my titties. My big titties and my fat belly, my big titties and my fat belly, my big titties and my fat belly. I'm a tomboy. If you don't know who Princess Nokia is, an uncultured swine. Just kidding. But I didn't really know what else to do. You would think at that moment that my anxiety would get so bad that I would assume that maybe it's my anxiety, and maybe it's because I've been eating stupid shit that I've ordered on the street, or like just unhealthy shit, and you would think that I would learn my lesson, but no. I continued trying to eat like normal, but I just couldn't. I tried, you know, working out, but I just felt like really tired. I just tried doing a lot of things at that moment, and I was still a little bit chubby, but not knowing what I had, it kind of made it impossible. So I waited a few days. Yeah. Oh, you waited a few days? Are you trying to like die or something? And you know, that's what the medic in the hospital told me once I went. So once I asked I said that to take me to the hospital. I was like, if I'm not feeling well later, can you take me to the hospital, please? I'm not feeling well. And I clearly said I'm having chest pain. I think he thought I said throat pain. No, it was chest pain, buddy boy. And I went in, and they were all friendly, they were all nice. I was all like throwing jokes and stuff like that, and I was just, the pain was unbearable. And it was still unbearable for a few days until I decided to take my ass to the hospital. There was a few people in the waiting room, and I thought that my issue wasn't that severe, you know, because usually I told them I either think it's anxiety pain, but it hasn't gone away. I think it's like some type of GERD, acid reflux, where you have like the acid from your stomach like goes up every time you eat something that affects the acidity of it. So that's what I thought my second. And then the one thing that I regret doing is Googling it, and apparently, well, WebMD told me that I have cancer. So I only have like 4 days to live. YOLO, more like Sholo Maridoña, if you're watching this. I really like you on Cobra Kai. Marry me. But so I went to the hospital, and I was waiting there because they had taken urine. They had taken a urine sample, blood sample, more blood samples, like a bunch of blood samples. You know, when like they grab your blood, they literally just grab a bunch of blood. They're like, oh, we're gonna need this for another exam from like for like down the line. You know, we're gonna make sure it's okay. What the fuck? I knew they were vampires, but and then I think I had like a CAT scan or something. Was it there, or was it when I went to the other hospital? Well, I'll get to that. Drosa. So I had asked this doctor, because there was like this handsome tall doctor with a deep voice, and he was like super cute. And I had asked him, so what's gonna happen? Am I gonna go home? I thought I was gonna go home, like order an Uber and like go home and like take medication and it'll go away. Exercise, diet, it's your way, something. And then this other doctor, young, like same age I guess, comes in, like Indian, but like light skinned, like not like heavy dark skin, no. Comes in and he tells me that there's something in my chest area that needs to be examined thoroughly, and that I have to be transferred to another hospital so I can get it examined thoroughly and possibly removed. And at that moment I was like, this is my day of reckoning. This is where I die. You know what it says in the Bible? Doomsday's approaching. This is my doomsday. Thanos, come take me. Also, not to mention, in the hospital I was turning yellow. Jaundice is the best way to morph yourself into a freaking minion and then nearly die. My skin was yellow, and the white of my eyes were also turning yellow. That's how you know the bile duct was leaky and the gallstone was in there. Oh yeah, so they found out what I had with the CT scan, I think. CT scans where they have like that, sort of like an MRI, half-ass MRI, where they put like the IV through you, and then they put some liquid that radiates it or like makes it more visible, and then they put you through this like sort of an MRI thing, but it goes like you know, rapidly and slowly. And due to the bile leaking into my large booty, and throughout this whole thing, I thought my pain was anxiety. Once I found out, I asked them if they can calm me down because I have really bad anxiety. And the reason why I asked them to calm me down is because the thought of having surgery, like being put under, was just scary. I had a traumatic experience when I was in 5th grade when they put me under for an MRI. And I guess, I don't know, the fact of not being able to breathe when they put like the mask on with the gas, I was just like, this is hell. I don't want to ever do this or go through this again. But once they gave me a little bit of Ativan, I was calm, and I was just like waiting for the morning to arrive. They gave me pain medication, morphine, and then later on they gave me Ativan, and so I was sleepy and loopy that entire time at the hospital. And then some young people in the ambulances came and halted me away. I don't know how they could with my big fat body, but they did it. They were so young, they were my age. EMT and I probably think that for the doctors it was pretty weird for me asking them, for me, a 22-year-old man, asking them to numb me because I'm a nervous, anxious mess, because I knew that I was gonna go through a surgery or any other procedure that was gonna put me to sleep. Not only did I go through surgery later on, but I had 2 procedures done. Well, on Thursday I had like the camera that goes through your mouth, and waking up from that is a bitch because you have like a sore throat and you're over here the entire time you're like I went into the freaking procedure having a clear throat, and then next thing you know, I have like a smoker's cough, and then like a smoker's throat. I remember back in my day, we used to do a lot of marijuana. But yeah, the doctors were nice. Yeah, they were all nice. Because if they weren't, I would have told them. I would have been like, get me somebody to be nice to me, please. They never gave me the option to keep my gallstone or my gallbladder, so that I can eat it and benefit from the nutrients, so that I may live a longer, happier life. Wait a second, no. Wait, I'm not a mother. Oh, that's only for pregnancy and women. Oh, they eat the placenta. You imagine eating a gallstone? You imagine eating a kidneys? You're over here fucking dying, and then you're like, nutrition.